Welcome to the Rose Intuitive Messages, what I like to call RIM's last series for 2025. I call this the universe. If you've been watching for the last 7 months, my messages, we have gotten double, sometimes triple messages from the different prompts that I've chosen. And you think about that, when something is this large, and you're just putting it in randomly and you get the same message, you have to ask yourself, what is it saying to me? Why is it repeating to me? Because I'm making these videos, yes, and I take the messages too, but they are meant solely for the one that's across this video, that's listening to this right now. What is the universe saying to you? To you, no one else. The only one that's watching this video is the only one that matters. When I stopped worrying about everybody else and I focused solely on myself, I found that I am not afraid of death. I am not afraid to live. I am not afraid to handle any situation that comes at me, even if it's the most uncomfortable. And then I found my joy and I found my peace and I am thriving in this life. I almost have to pinch myself just to say, is this real? From surviving for 48 years, God had to throw me into a pretty traumatic, amazing, wonderful, scary experience to wake me up. It cost me reality, which you can go to jenniferrose.biz and look at my backstory, but that's not what we're here today. What we're here today is I like to do an introductory video at the top of every month, so that way I have this as a reference point to anyone that's coming that's new, or somebody that's coming back and hasn't seen it for a while. It's like, okay, what's this month all about? Well, December, I wanted to make it more. We're so focused on January. Like when January comes, yep, that's when we're going to lose weight. We're going to get friends. We're going to do our dreams. We're going to do everything in January. And then it's not sustainable. Because it's only in a moment that you want that, or maybe a couple weeks or with 4 weeks. I want to be, it's sustainable. It gets you from point A to point Z, wherever you want to go. And it's small changes makes the big effect. So what do we want from the universe? There's many different things, but for this month, I wanted to focus on 5 things, because this month for RIM, it's 5 weeks instead of 4 weeks. So 5 weeks, I wanted to focus on particular things that I know I was looking for from the universe, from my higher power, which is God for me. And I am welcome to anyone that has different beliefs than me. I am not here to try to convince you of my belief systems or get into any kind of discussion that I'm right and you're wrong. This is about our individual journey, and I am grateful for all of you that are following me right now, that you have the grace and space to listen to me. And of course, I want to listen to you as well. We are all on this journey, and we're having individual experiences. And I can say, I didn't know what I didn't know. And even today, I want to be able to have my hands always open to more and more truth, which means more of the things that I thought were real, that I thought were the truth, weren't. And it's not my job by any means to tell you or anyone what you should believe in. Because then we're locking God out, or whoever we believe in. We're saying, oh, we know we have all the answers, and then we can't do this, and we can't receive. He can't put in our hands, at the end of the day, what we truly need. And that's what December is all about. That higher power, the universe, giving us messages. And the 5 things, let me say that, is hope. Sometimes we just need hope. that whatever change that we want, that we'll be able to achieve it. But I will tell you, God saved me from head-on collision, but I still had to go into the mental hospital. I still had to deal with all my life, but I had hope that he was there with me the whole time. The second is courage. Courage to make the changes that you need in your life to improve your circumstance. The strength to endure the changes, the uncomfortableness, the boundaries, the things that you will have to set in place to give you the strength. Clarity. Clarity from the universe is saying you're doing the right thing. It might not feel right because anything that you do might not feel great in the beginning. It doesn't. But there's this clarity inside of you that clicks and you know that it's right. And the very last thing from the universe is a vision. The vision for where you want to be. That end of the rainbow, what does it look like? And the universe can help us with that. So we have hope, we have courage, we have strength, we have clarity, and we have vision. So that is what I'm hoping for this month, is that we get a little bit of that from the universe. Now, in July, we had Blossom. So the first message that popped up was great Dr. Wayne Dyer. And his message was, trust in yourself and you'll trust in the one that God created you. And then we went to Picnic and we had Live It Out Loud. And we had Winston Churchill say, never ever quit. And that was twice for Picnic. And then we come up to Lunchbox in September and we had the little book of confidence. And this one said, trust yourself and people will start trusting in you. And then we rounded out with our moments that we had a couple of these pop up throughout the different Rose Intuitive messages. One is about, would you give your 15-year-old self advice? And if it was, what was it? And if you could change your first name, what would you change it to? But I kind of summarized that is, what would you change about your past? And what would you change about right now? So that's kind of interesting. So now you look at all of these different ones that gave us multiple messages. And it's about trust. It's about never ever quitting. And it's about change. So we're going to use these same prompts for this month to see what they give us. So I wanted to do for Monday Blessings, a little book of confidence. So let's do that now, picking it out for the first week of the universe. Maybe focusing on that hope we're looking for. So we got that. For Tuesday, quote of the day, we're going to do this, Live It Out Loud. And pick this one out. And I love to do Deal the Prompts on Sundays because you can see that I simply go in. I don't want it to ever know what's going to happen. I want it to be as much of a surprise for me as it is for you. And I do a week at a time, one video after the other. So each is building on the other ones. So I definitely recommend, if you are new to the channel, go to Sunday Deal the Prompts and watch them progressively every day, or go in and watch them, as you can see, one in a row. And then we have What the Prop. And I found different ones that kind of called to me this month. So I have this one coming to me. A little battery, that's a whistle, and also a compass. So we'll see what that has to do. Then we have our moments. Let's pick out that. This is for Thursday story time. We got that. And now we have the great Dr. Wayne Dyer for our Friday Freeze, which is meditation, kind of coming down off of the week and getting ready for our weekend. So now we have the different prompts that I'm using. Again, this is unedited. It goes as long as it goes, mistakes and all, because I am not an AI program. I am a real person giving you real messages using my own wisdom and knowledge that I've had to go through it. My pain, my trauma, my challenges, my regrets, my mistakes. I'm not coming from a place where I had to work very hard to get where I'm at today. And that is what I want to do, is help you get where you want today. I want you to find your spirit. I want you to find your individual art that expresses yourself to the world. And maybe during all of this, you just change your own world and you will see. You email me later and go, wow, I didn't even know this was possible, because I know I didn't. I will tell you something briefly. I know this is going a little bit longer, but it's important to know that you're not alone. That's what the universe is all about. You are not alone. There's somebody up there that doesn't take a break, doesn't sleep, doesn't need to eat, and it's around you. But also we have things that around us that aren't helping us, that aren't progressing us, aren't moving us forward. So we need to make sure we're consuming what is feeding our spirit, what is taking us from here to wherever you want to go. So I hope you enjoy this month of the universe for some hope, some courage, some strength, some clarity, and a vision for 2026. We'll see you tomorrow for Monday Blessings. See you then.